Wait, okay.
Yeah, that choke joke.
Season of reunion was you didn't feel sexually satisfied in your marriage.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
Okay, so right there.
See what I mean?
I mean, okay, so my friend Carlos
Was I
gonna
right?
bring up the
Was I
fact
right? Say that
it
again.
is unfair to send a man, your husband, in,
especially your husband.
with no map, no GPS. Welcome to Relationship Talk with the Geths, the Love and Marriage Huntsville Edition. In this series, we take a closer look at the dynamics of love, relationships, and everything in between of the Oprah Winfrey Network's hit TV show, Love and Marriage Huntsville. We are Ed and Maya Geth, relationship coaches with years of experience helping couples navigate the complexities of love and commitment.
All right, listen, guys. Each week, we're going to delve into the latest episodes analyzing the relationships of our favorite Huntsville couples. From the joys of building a life together to the challenges of overcoming conflict. We'll explore it all.
We'll discuss key moments, offer professional insights, and provide practical advice that you can apply to your own relationships. Whether it's communication breakdowns, trust issues, or pursuit, of shared dreams, there's always something to learn from the cast experiences.
All right, so whether you're a die-hard fan of Love and Marriage Huntsville or just someone interested in understanding the intricacies of relationships, this series is for you.
Let's embark on this journey together and discover the heartbeats of the Huntsville's love stories. Again, welcome to Relationship Talk with the Geths, the Love and Marriage Huntsville Edition. So we're about to jump in with episode 1 and see what season 8 is talking about. I'm so excited. I can't wait.
Man,
Y'all ready? Ooh, okay.
A local reality television star is behind bars.
Martell got a mugshot?
Harassing communications. What is that?
Martell Holt was arrested and charged with domestic violence in the 3rd degree.
Man, you know Melanie did that, man. Hell.
What if he really meant to do her harm?
Domestic violence is not the same as harassment of communication. That's a phone charge.
You just feel like Mel was being vindictive.
That's exactly what it is.
You didn't think he had a temper?
Wait, what's the phone charge?
Well, he's saying domestic violence is more physical. The phone charge, I guess, is like...
But did it not say domestic violence and communications?
I wasn't paying attention. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Okay,
I've been stuck on the mug shot.
Not my man Martell on the mug shot.
She said she just told she cheated. We were still married when she went to the party.
This ain't help.
I definitely feel embarrassed that we can't control ourselves, and I feel that it has to come to an end. We have 4 children. And it's like we're gonna be in each other's lives for the rest of our lives.
Everybody gets burned if you play with fire.
Okay, so that's how we coming in. We coming in with Martell on the mug shot.
On the mug shot. Martell locked up.
Man. Okay. So the opening scene.
Wow.
The opening scene after this whole thing, we got Melody talking to her brother, and then we got Martell talking to his mama to figure out what they say, 2 sides to every story.
2 sides.
And then
you
got what in the truth
is somewhere in the middle.
Somewhere in there.
Somewhere in the middle. But
so
wow, I bet you them sides is...
Yeah. So let's scoot past to find out how we gonna start this out.
Whether it's someone's exiting or walking up from the side so we can have a visual on it.
Your safety, the kids, first priority, number 1.
Absolutely. I'm glad y'all are here, and I appreciate y'all already. And I'm gonna let y'all make y'all's calls y'all need to make to get everybody in position. They need to be in position. With the recent mugshot and arrest of my ex, I definitely don't know what he's gonna try to do next. I definitely had to up my security game.
So Mel got security from Martell. Do you feel like she is afraid of him? What do you think that she thinks he's gonna do?
I don't think she's afraid as far as like physical harm. I think she's afraid of how much he damages her mentally. Meaning damages her brand. He's showing up. He causes her stress. They're always into it. So I think she's afraid for her mental health more than her physical health.
So you think that she is paying these security guards to stand outside so that he doesn't ruin her peace? Okay.
I want to be careful not to step.
I said we were gonna go to the.
I know. I don't want to step in. I don't think he's going to physically harm her. I do think he doesn't mind embarrassing her. I don't think he minds harassing without the physical part.
Okay.
That's my take.
All right. Let's look. Okay, so this is where he is talking to his mom about the charges. So let's see what they say.
Okay.
This charge, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting arrested.
Yeah, I gotta hear his side.
For a text message I sent Melody over a year ago, you know? August the 27th, 2022.
But my thing is, why would you have somebody arrested for some text messages? Who do that? Be a woman. Handle your.
Because it's more than text messages.
My message to her was saying, stop bullying me. You know what I'm saying? I said, stop bullying me. Because it's all what you and your friends doing.
Why she keep bothering you? Right. I don't get it.
You don't get law enforcement involved unless...
No, wait a minute, Martell. Wait a minute.
I knew you were stewing over there. I knew it.
I have a son. So I understand you want to come to your baby's rescue.
Yes.
And you don't want them locked up.
Correct.
Why would she have him locked up over a text message?
Correct.
But wait a minute. Martell, if you text her, stop bullying me.
And that got you locked up.
And she takes that to the... I don't see how you're going to get locked up behind that.
No self-respecting officer is going to put out a warrant for your arrest for a text that says, stop bullying me.
I want to dig. I want to dig a little deeper into that because I don't think that's all this.
No, it's definitely more. I think you know how he is. I think he's downplaying, and I think she's upplaying it. Like I said, somewhere in the middle.
All right, let me see what Mel talking about then. So she's here with her brother. And they already got some beef. Like before we even look at this with the brother.
Yeah.
You remember?
Give people the backstory.
He said something that offended you, actually.
Oh, listen, I don't care what's going on with me and my ex, but when you say something about my kids, and I believe he said something to the effect, and I might be paraphrasing, your kids looked to me and said they wish I was their daddy. Mm-mm. Yeah, son, we got to fight.
So you like, okay.
We got to fight.
Beef on sight.
We got to fight. I don't care what you say. Like, okay, you have told me, you know, it's like them old cartoons. You took off your glove and you said, bap, bap. It's time to duel. Like, we're in a duel now.
You're doing a lot.
Let's
see what they say about this case.
Some grits.
Oh, give me a plate.
And some biscuits.
Okay. I want them to eat. Shoot. Have you eaten already? Did you eat while I was doing
I ate a little bit, yeah.
For it, in all honesty. So while I wasn't expecting him to be here, I'm also not surprised.
So you feeling pretty safe about what's happening with you as far as all the stuff that's going on?
You know, I don't put anything past people. I had a lot of people calling me, a lot of people texting me, and it's one of those things where it's so personal and private for me that it's like
So I kept calling last night. I thought something was going on. That's why I was like, let me go down here and see what's going on.
Yeah, I turned my phone off for a minute.
So
it was too much. So what's so crazy is literally, this was back in August, no later than probably the first part of September, when I literally went and took the evidence and to the magistrate to sign for the warrant. I could have been on some, hey, he's here, come pick him up. Or, oh, I know he's at home right now, go get him. You know what I'm saying? But you know me, I always feel like divine timing. That's if you let God be God and do your part, but then back up and let God do the rest, everything happens when it's supposed to, how it's supposed to, and that's what I was on. At times, I ain't gonna lie, I was wondering, I was like, why they ain't got him yet?
Did you know how Martell got arrested?
I have no idea. So what I was told is if he got pulled over for a traffic stop or something like that, and they would be able to see there's a warrant.
So he did have a warrant?
Since August.
Oh, August, wow.
Yes.
And they just got him?
Yes. Since August.
I wonder if he turned himself in. But you...
Now, you know what? That's something to think about, because now how did he manage to have the kids handled so fast? So you know what? That's something to think about. For them to have been so situated and everything, so I don't know. I'm definitely saddened by...
If you're preparing yourself to meet your soulmate and you've tried dating and you keep choosing the wrong people, you keep making terrible decisions and you self-sabotage, just know that you don't have to continue doing this. You can't be your best self by yourself. You need a community, and we would love to walk through this with you. This is why we created the experience, Where is Bae? The Soulmate Search. When you complete it, you'll know and understand the type of person you truly want and how to identify them, and how to grow and develop into the best version of yourself so you're able to attract and sustain the right relationship. For more information on the Where is Bae experience, go to onevisionerc.com. Click on Marriage Tools, then click on Where is Bae. Get started today and get right and ready for Bae.
Them to have been so situated and everything, so I don't know. I'm definitely saddened by...
How do you feel about, as a black man, and everything that's going on with black men and police and jail and everything? How do you feel about the move that she made?
That's hard to hear. Because I feel like, you know, I want to take away empathy for her and her situation, because I don't know. But just looking at it from the outside, it's hard to hear that a black man could potentially be locked up over something that, to me, seems petty. Now, again, I may be speaking out of turn because I don't know. It looks very petty. It looks like their bickering has gotten to an extremely petty place.
It looks like this is like a one-up.
It's a one-up. Like, you know what? All right, I embarrassed you here. I'm going to get you here. Okay, you said this about me being a terrible mother. I'm going to show that you're deadbeat dad or whatever.
I don't know. It feels like it has to be more, because would she take that risk of having him locked up when he has her children?
Correct.
Because she said she believes in divine timing.
Right.
But I would rather, if I sign for a warrant.
Correct. Like right then.
When I have the kids, I could be like, nah, y'all can go get him.
Correct.
Like, I don't want him to just be riding around chancing, getting locked up with my babies in the car.
Right. Like, what situation? And for your babies, the man you have children with, to see their father getting locked up, and now you have to explain to them. Because I don't know how it played. I think it's going to say earlier how it really played out. But let's say, for the sake of argument, he gets picked up and taken away, and then she has to come get the kids, and they're frantic and scared.
Of course, they'll be upset.
Yeah. Now you have to explain, but they're only getting your side of the story.
Right.
Like what you're going to tell them about their father, whom you trust them with to have visitation. It's not like you trust him enough to be around your kids, but you also venomous enough to get him served with a warrant.
Let's see
how far left things have gone. But the more I research and I learn how narcissists move, it's kind of like this is right along the lines of what they do.
Pause for a second. That's a word that's been thrown around a lot recently.
Narcissist?
Yes.
Yeah,
I don't think people have used that a lot, maybe with a certain few people that were famous or leaders. Now people kind of use it in common everyday vernacular, trying to describe, you know, the breakup of their partner. Oh, he was a narcissist. Oh, he had narcissistic behavior. I don't know if it's overused or it's just something that's a new phenomenon. Just thought have you heard that?
So yeah, that term does get thrown around a whole lot, and it's used to describe people that are vain and self-centered and stuff like that, but it's actually much deeper than that. So I love a good source. So I went and looked it up.
Yes,
so
you did.
according to DukeHealth.org, 9 symptoms of narcissistic personality disorder, also known as NPD, can be remembered using the acronym Special Me. So you got sense of self-importance, preoccupation with power, beauty, or success, entitled, and I'm thinking as I'm reading these over the past 7 seasons, if I've seen any of these things in just what they've shown of Martell over the years. So the C would be, can only be around people who are important or special. The I, interpersonally exploitative with their own gain. Arrogant, lack of empathy, must be admired, envious of others, or believe others are envious of them. So, of course, Melody would know Martell much, better than we would. But, I have heard, narcissist thrown around a whole lot. So I wonder if it's as deep as she's thinking that it is there.
Right.
What are you thinking?
Yeah, it is something that's thrown around a lot, and I don't know. She would know more than anything, but just off watching the show, Martell do display
a little bit, but like I wonder with the editing. I wonder if the editing is designed to show that.
True.
Because everybody always says behind the scenes.
Yeah, and he says that.
That it's cut up to make him look this way.
To make him look this way.
They do a mighty good job, baby, because it really does look like that, Martell.
You giving him a lot of the feedback.
You giving him, Martell. Oh, no. All right, so let's look at what Martell said about being arrested.
I can do it.
I just hate there's just so many people probably looking at it because it says domestic violence, harassing communication, but some people will take that out of context and say,
Martell, put his hand up.
Yeah,
that's why when they come, I be hurrying up telling them what the deal was.
A text message.
And it's sad. It's so sad.
I sent about 8 sentences, a paragraph, whatever. I think it was something.
Look, just in case y'all can't see this, let me read it to you. Let me tell you what it says. This is the text that Martell said.
Got him arrested.
Leave me, TF, alone. You know what the TF means. I ain't got to say it.
We ain't got to say it.
Stop speaking on me or anything about me. You're bullying me. You say one more thing about me at all, and I'm going to treat you like you treat me. I will go all the way in. It might ruin me, but you and your fans are already trying. Now, please don't call my bluff, because at this point, I'm tired of you. No, wait a minute, Martell. So, if he got arrested for this text message, I have a feeling that there are some messages that we ain't privy to.
Absolutely. Preceding this.
That deal with this don't call my bluff thing. Don't call my bluff. Don't call your bluff on what? What have you said you're going to do? So maybe that's where the threat comes in. And,
that part.
Because domestic violence. I wonder if he threatened to beat her down. Like, I don't know.
I hope so. I hope not. I hope that's not the case. I think it's something maybe more scandalous than that. But what? I
mean, clearly. It's deeper than this.
It's deeper than this.
Because you got arrested.
She had to show this and some other.
Had to meet some more stuff.
Yeah.
So you giving us what you want us to see, Martell.
Right.
There's some more stuff to this right here.
Correct.
Look, next we're going to look at Destiny and Tisha are going to have a sit down. And they're going to be talking about Destiny's ex. Y'all remember Moses from previous season that was dating Destiny.
I vaguely remember.
So they not together no more.
Okay.
He is now dating a lady named Sunny, or I think he might be married to her.
I think they talked in the clips.
And that Sunny used to be Destiny's producer on the show.
What they say, drums?
So let's see. Yeah, let's see how this plays out.
Wow.
A family. So I don't know if that was to throw me off the scent.
That's some shady stuff. That's so trifling, man. Like, it's like at the end of the day, that's a girl code. So I want to ask you, Sunny was your producer, right? So did you tell her like all the details of your relationship?
I did.
That just making me think like, because you trust your producers, and it just makes me feel like, you need to hide my husband,
hide your kids, hide your wife, hide everything.
I can't trust them.
And it's so unprofessional.
Very.
It's beyond that. It's like, how do you want to have a career in this industry and you make moves like that? And then you make it a public thing and you go on a blog. Like, there's no way people were like, oh my God, this is Destiny's producer. Y'all had to put that out there. Nobody knew who you were. And then somebody that, you know, said they had my back. And it was like, were you watching me and hating me the whole time?
That's sad.
Yeah.
In your space, in your home. In your
having
safe
conversations.
space. Yeah.
I'm having to share certain levels of my relationship because of her producing me. Sunny and I continued a relationship outside of how we originally met. She wanted to manage me music-wise, book me for shows, different events and things going on in St. Louis. And now I feel like she's single white female me.
You didn't feel the need to have a conversation with you.
Okay.
Wait, okay.
Yeah, that choked you up. Need a drink? Need a water? Yeah, get a sip. That might be tea you sipping too.
So you are on a show and
Spicy.
you have a producer who gets information from you about your life. Because they are helping. It's a reality show. They're helping you put out your reality, your family, your friends, your relationships.
Right. So they dig into your life a little bit.
Yeah. So, you know, she knows intimate details about you and this man. And she said outside the show that they had a connection where they were looking into further business ventures.
Jeez.
And she turns around and now she is with your ex. Ouch. So the question becomes for me, how long were y'all, you know, broken up before they started dating? And how did things end? Like, I got to see how this unfolds because, I mean, how you feeling about this? That sounds super shady for right now. I know there's two sides, but I don't know, look, Sister Sunny. I don't know right now, but girl,
your side is looking very shady, and spicy.
We ain't just gonna say Sister Sunny. I mean, that's who they talking about. But can we talk about Moses? Moses, what you doing? Out of all these people in the world, you got to get her homegirl. Is that her homegirl? They had a business relationship.
On behalf of the brotherhood, I'm going to hold my judgment on Moses until more information comes back on his side. Right now, we're going to let the focus be what the focus is on, which is Sunny. And
why is the focus? Well, because she worked on the show.
Sunny knew some inside information. She gathered some information like she was an ops, baby. Like she was a government spy. And then used it to
I have seen this
wheel
part
the deal and get that man.
And Tisha said something profound, like, and I wanted to
go back
look at that.
Okay.
Type of betrayal, something that I really have never ever experienced before.
I feel that with everything that's taking place, I think that you and Moses really need to have a conversation because y'all have that history. And you need to let him know, like, listen, dude, you really hurt me. Like,
the crazy thing about it is, like, if y'all had been dating, why hadn't this conversation been had?
Yeah.
And then it shouldn't have been her. It should have been him.
Right.
Yes.
And as a woman, she should have said, I'm not doing it. You do it. Yeah.
So she reached
you
out.
Have to eventually confront Sunny.
Listen, I'm healing.
You ain't healed yet?
I ain't healed. God ain't done working.
She said eventually you'll have to confront Sunny. Do you agree with that? I don't either.
I don't
because she was in a relationship with him.
Correct.
So if they had, you know, this friendship and relationship, and this is something that happened, if there's a conversation to be had, if you just feel like you need to close the door, close it with him.
I agree with that. And plus, I mean, again, knowing that we know a little bit of the backstory about Destiny is what we call a pop-off person.
She said I ain't healed. That's her way of saying, let me tell you. That might not be right.
She is a pop-off type of personality. Like, it don't take much. She comes in. Yeah, she come in. She stay on ready. You know what I'm saying? And so, I mean, she's had it with several ladies on the show in the past. I don't remember. I just remember she's had some clear the room moments with a couple people, and it could get ugly. So I don't recommend that type.
You don't
of
recommend
not the conversation between.
But
her,
what about to
hurt.
sit down with Moses?
That's gotta happen.
You think so?
Yeah, that's.
You don't
happen.
think she can heal and close the door and move on without it?
Nah,
I would want to have it.
She.
I would talk to you.
He owes her a conversation. At least what were you thinking, dude? Like, did you not consider my feelings? Did you not think?
If it was going to go to the
get
blogs,
back to me, right?
If they put it out there like that,
right?
It seems like he would have let her know something first.
And a big point that she made that I didn't think about when I first heard this, she said this could have been done in silence. Like, if she was no longer a producer on the show, if she was just on to something else, they could have just got married and not put it to the blogs, and then identified that, hey, I was once a producer for this man.
Like they wanted some attention.
Yes. There's some intentionality in that, to me.
Intentionality in getting attention.
And getting attention. And I'm going to be honest, maybe she got off of the show for whatever reason and she missed being in that business or industry. Like, hey, this is how I can get back in.
Right.
Boom. Let's put it out there that, hey, I used to be a producer for Destiny, and now me and her ex are married. I mean, that it's got us talking about it.
Right.
So.
On me yet.
You probably can't help who you fall in love with, but you can absolutely help who you entertain. I think that Moses and Sonny should
please.
You agree with that?
Look, Tisha said a mouthful. She said, you can't help who you fall in love with, but you can help who you entertain. So she's saying, okay, y'all fell in love, but why were y'all even hanging out to fall in love?
Right.
But on the flip side, devil's advocate. If Destiny and this man are not together anymore,
right?
I mean, does he not have the right to happiness? Does Sonny not have the right to happiness?
They have the right to happiness. No,
can he be with who he wants to be with?
Absolutely. And that you always
not her sister.
You're right. You always have to deal with some type of. There's gonna be some type of abrasiveness you're gonna deal with. Some ex is going to be upset with the current and blase. All I'm saying is when the timeline is that close, some better communication has to happen. Like I don't fault Sonny and what's his name, Moses?
Yeah.
For falling in love. Like you love who you love. But if there's going to be some collateral damage, you need to do your damnedest to communicate to keep that from being a lot worse.
Right.
I think.
All right. Well, let's see where this story goes.
Yeah.
So Carlos,
let
me get to the scene I want to watch. Let me get to it.
Mr. Messy himself.
Now, one of the things that was brought up this past season of Reunion was you didn't feel sexually satisfied in your marriage.
Yeah.
See what I mean? See what I mean?
Okay, so right there.
See what I mean?
I mean, okay, so my friend Carlos gonna bring up the fact that my friend is messy.
Yes.
Carlos is messy.
Thank you.
He is, but that's what makes a good show.
Gotcha.
So he's gonna bring up the fact that at the last reunion, Mel kind of said that Martell never made her have an orgasm, and that she enjoyed some parts of sex, but the finish was never there in their marriage. As a man, how do you feel about that?
One, I'm gonna say it. I could see how Martell could constantly be triggered by that. I mean, that is an absolute attack on a man's manhood. That's an attack on his ego. I mean, you trying to hit the man where it hurts, literally. So it's one thing to say it. Then there's another thing that now it's about to be a caricature. It's another thing that Now he's bringing this up months later on a podcast. Ain't no see. Like, okay, she got her point out. Now this man has just got to keep living this over and over. Like, it's other things you can say that he didn't do as a husband, as a father, whatever. But to go, that's why I say everything feels like a one-up. What can I do next? What can I poke at next to make you angry?
So men
to bring you down?
Men are ego-driven.
We are.
So I understand how your thoughts would go straight there.
Absolutely.
As a woman, that's
Right.
not where my thoughts went.
I didn't love to hear this.
I didn't think, hey, man, there's really something wrong with Martell sexually not to be able to make Melody come to orgasm.
Before you go, can I add this? Tell me your first thought wasn't a snicker at Martell.
It wasn't. And I'm trying to tell you, if you would let me tell you.
All right, I'm going to listen.
My first thought, as a sex educator,
okay,
is Melody.
Right.
My first thought is, what's going on with you? Why aren't you able to communicate
right.
with your partner
right.
what he needs to do to get you there?
That's a good point.
So my first question is,
good point.
Do you know how to make yourself have an orgasm?
Okay.
And if you do,
okay,
what is it? Where's the communication barrier? Why are you not able to tell him what to do?
Okay.
Because it's not his body
right.
that's malfunctioning.
Right.
And she said that there were parts of the sex that she enjoyed.
Right.
So it's not that he's not making it pleasurable for her.
Okay.
So the fact that she's not able to get there could be a mental block.
Right.
It could be because of, things that he's done, because we do know that he's cheated a whole lot in the past.
True.
So she's been through things.
True.
So there could be unforgiveness.
Right.
That is just holding her back emotionally.
Correct.
She's not able to, let her body sink in with her emotions.
Correct.
There could be so many things. So she could really need some sex therapy to clear out things with him. Right. So maybe she had sex with somebody else and it was able to happen because they didn't have those barriers.
That makes sense.
So it might not really be something that he's doing or not doing.
Right.
It could be something going on with her.
Right.
Or the fact that she can't tell him what she wants.
That changes my tone. She's good. She's good. So I'll give you that. Now, I don't think everybody else thinks that. I think
everybody else like shots
99% of the people
you whack below the belt.
and the 99% of the guys, I think, she mean, she ain't how to do that. I get it. So the sex therapist, that is my wife, that is
sex coach.
Excuse me, sex coach. That is my wife. That brings up a very interesting point. There are two things. You're right. Communication. Why? Y'all are married. Y'all should be as wide open and as open communication as possible to say, this is what I need, this is what I don't need. Ooh, I like that, don't do that. Da 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 da. It should be full exploration.
And I need to point out something else.
Yeah.
Martell was completely shocked to hear her say that. And he was like, she's lying. So that makes me believe, I wasn't there, but that makes me believe that she was faking it.
Yes, absolutely.
So anytime you're faking it, then you're making your partner believe that they are doing. You're teaching them to continue with whatever it is they're doing.
Absolutely.
Because you're saying, hey, what you're doing is working.
Yeah. That's true. And
she set herself up for that if she was faking orgasm.
Now I will say this. Now this is me putting the pressure on us. I'm gonna lose a little bit of my man points here. However, we as men, we put the pressure sometimes on women to tell us a lie. We do, because right in the middle of it was one of the most famous lines men ask.
I mean, you want to. You ask a lot of questions, and some of them are foul, dirty, and nasty.
Okay, we ain't gonna put what I asked.
So
I said what
you're the only person
men,
I'm having sex with.
Okay, you're right. Most men ask
tell us.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah, because we don't want to put mine out there.
Do you want me to ask your questions?
I forgot who I was talking to because she will. I'm glad she gave me a warning.
I got 10 right now. Ed, 6 questions.
No, that's not putting none of mine. Cut after this. All right, here we go. No. We always ask, whose is it?
Okay.
Is it good? Is it mine? Those are like 3 things we're asking.
Which is hilarious. Like, why would you ask why you're in it? Whose is it? Like, my husband from down the road, you know, when you cheating with people. You can be like, it really kind of belongs to him, but you're kind of borrowing it. Like, why do y'all even ask stuff like that?
That's ego.
You said, whose is it and what else you asked?
Is it good? You like that?
You can be like, not really. But no,
right,
she said,
that's the
not
pressure.
really.
That's the pressure. You see what I'm saying? She's not going to be like, well, I mean, it feels good, but you could be doing this. Nobody, that'll end it immediately. So we want the pressure of, as we're doing it, tell us that it feels good. And then when you tell us, we believe it.
But see, you don't have to wait for your man to ask you if it feels good.
Right.
Like, you can, and you don't have to say, do this, do this, do this. Like
No, that can't be robotic.
No,
Right.
you can grab his hips and move him if you need it faster or slower or deeper.
Ooh.
Like, you don't have. Here you go.
Ooh.
You so nasty.
I am. Guy with the grab the hips. No, I ain't gonna say nothing.
So you
Go
can
ahead.
you can place him where you want him. You know what I'm saying? You can talk.
You can.
You can talk like you're not coaching on the sideline in a basketball game, but you can say it in a real subtle voice, like, well, slow down, or you know. Or go faster, or like move like to the right. Oh, you right there, at it, you close. Like, guide him.
All
Almost
of that
like
works.
the game. What was when you like hide something and you like, oh, you getting hotter?
What's
you
that? Marco Polo? No,
whatever that game.
Whatever that game. I know you're talking about.
Oh, you
Hotter, cold, hot.
Yeah, like hot.
Yes,
Like, guide him to the spot where he needs to be.
Yes, play that.
It is unfair to send a man, your husband, in,
especially your husband.
Yeah, with no map, no GPS. Like, he can't feel what you're feeling.
That's true.
You have to communicate.
That's true.
Either with your body language or with your mouth. Like, tell him what it is that you're looking for.
Now, after that productive talk, rewind it back. That's what makes what she just said very petty. Because now, all after the fact, after she done went through probably stroking his ego, after leading him blindly, after him believing he's, King Kong in the bedroom, then you just go and pop his bubble. For what reason? Like, the sex is not even the reason why y'all broke up. It was the cheating. So that's where the focus should remain.
But, think about that from a woman's standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
You got cheated on sexually.
Right.
So it's like, you can't even take care of and focus on figuring things out with my body.
Gotcha.
And you got time to go over here and explore somebody else's.
Good point.
Like, figure out what's going over here.
Good point.
You know what I mean?
Good point.
So that's probably, you probably feel stabbed. Like, I'm over here faking it. And I ain't got to, because by now she probably, dibbled and dabbled. And maybe she ran into somebody that just got it.
Yeah.
Because the Holy Ghost will talk to you too.
Really?
Well, she ain't married, so the Holy Ghost will talk. But in a marriage, you pray about that thing and you ask God to lead and guide you the way you need to be. If you're not able to communicate.
I don't think people know that.
You better.
I don't think people put that in their prayers.
Oh,
Like, Lord,
you got to pray over your sex life.
Please help me to
hold it for one.
Bust one. Nobody.
For y'all to hold it long enough. Please.
We don't pray for that either.
You pray for it.
Maybe.
Touch me. Help me to not let go as soon as I get up in
Y'all
this
add
thing.
that in your prayer life.
You got to pray over your... Honey, I learned that from the elders.
Oh, really?
My older cousin. At one of our... She actually taught our whole group. Had us out with our pens and paper. She said, let me tell you better pray over it. When she said when her husband is asleep, she touches him from the crown of his head to the sole of his feet, and she spends some extra time right there at the penis. She prays for that penis.
What?
For it to satisfy her.
What?
To do everything it's supposed to do. And they've been married over 40 years, and it's magical. You better pray. You better have the Holy Ghost in that marriage. All parts of it. It's a 3-strand cord, not easily broken.
I ain't think we had that nastiness to our prayer life.
Come on, you bet. It ain't nasty. That's the thing. See, you trying to make your marriage sex porn. No, it's not nasty. It's beautiful.
You're right.
God created.
You're right. You're right.
He made the orgasm. He wants you to do it.
I still like a little nasty though, but that's
what did we have next? What's the next scene?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go to the next scene. We done spent way too long on this one.
What's the next scene? OMG. Okay, so I want to look at this right here. I want you to look at this here.
Okay.
No, I don't care if I slept with 1,000 people. You don't go out and tell people. We keep that in our household.
You should have kept your penis in our household.
We got kids together.
So now he always throws up, we got 4 kids, we got 4 kids, we got 4 kids. What you thinking about the 4 kids before you had a 5th one?
You got damn right I did. I always held my home down.
Because you got caught cheating all these years, I was cheating? Man, get that out of here. Hindsight is everything, right? And so when I look back at it now and see how he handled other situations with other people, I never thought that I would be wishing that I had had my children by somebody else. And that.
Okay, so that part right there.
Ouch.
I know she might feel that.
Oh, that's worse than the sex thing. I'd rather you talk about my sex life than I ain't think it could worse.
But what if she really feels like that because he's making her life miserable? So what if she really wishes that? She shouldn't say it. Is it because of him or because of the kids?
Nah, I think definitely because of him.
Right.
No question.
When you felt that dagger, it wasn't for the kids. It was for him, right?
Yeah, it was for him. It was for him.
If it was for him, then I don't have a problem with it.
Really?
No. Because he really did. He made every decision.
That's still going to have some damage for the kids, too.
But she's like attached to him because they have these 4 kids.
Right.
So the decisions that he made, he continues to make, like, make her like, oh, I just wish I had these kids with somebody else. Like, I don't even want to deal with you.
So there's no slight on the kids. She loves the kids. We know that.
Yeah. She was like, I want my kids. I just wish I could co-parent with someone else.
With someone else. Yeah, but again, your kids are going to one day grow up and hear this, and they're going to...
they're going to hear it before they grow up. The way social media is. They probably hear it. They probably
heard it now. Yeah, somebody's shown them this now.
Mm-hmm.
And... yeah, they've probably had some questions. And sometimes they don't have the questions. Sometimes they internalize it. That's what I worry about. Kids will internalize more than they express.
That's true.
They will internalize more than they express. So sometimes you got to think about what you put out there and how it's going to affect them on the inside.
That's true.
Versus what they express on the outside.
And then what about... if she's willing to say this on a public platform, what is said about their father in front of them behind closed doors? Because a lot of times you do hear that people poison their kids, against the other parent. I hope
I haven't seen that.
But I hope that's not the case.
That hasn't been revealed or that hadn't come to light. So I'm hoping that they keep a healthy respect for the other parent.
Right.
Like he's still teaching them to respect their mother. She's still teaching them to respect and listen to their father. So we'll just assume that's the case. The problem is when you make comments like this, then it reverses some of what you're saying.
What you mean?
Like if you're telling them, hey, your father, listen to your father. He has your best interests at heart.
But then you go say this.
But then you go say, I wish he wasn't their dad.
Well, you probably, does she have to speak affirmations like for him as a father? Can't she just abstain from speaking negatively about him?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. She won't have to contradict herself.
Right. That's true.
Because if she think that he is if he's not a great person, then
you was about to say that.
I would. I'm working on my cousin speak. Y'all know. I done told y'all about that. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
So look, let's see what's coming up. That was a good opening episode.
It was. That was.
And what's to come for episode 2.
Talk about the emotions that took you through on the first episode.
That's an opening, baby.
This is why we like this show.
Destiny's Man. Did y'all hear about that? For those who don't know, Sonny was a producer, and Destiny at the time was dating this guy named Moses. Okay? Destiny said that Sonny was conspiring with Moses while she was producing her. So there's a lot of allegations going on with this story. So what I would like to do is bring Sonny and Moses to the stage.
No way. No way.
My man Messi Carlos said bring him
they
to
bringing
the
out a
stage.
seat. That's for real. I thought he was joking.
I am literally sitting here in shock because there's
surely
no
they're not gonna bring
here,
him
and I
out.
think this is messy as hell. But also, I am very...
Nope. Next time. When y'all come back, we're going to look at what happens when... So I was about to say Destiny and Moses. So Sonny and Moses hit the stage.
Wow.
Next time.
Wow. That's all. I ain't even going to comment on that. I'm going to just...